Hello, my loves. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I'm so excited about tonight's video because the moment has finally arrived. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I'm so excited about this one because we are finally in Capricorn season. Now, Capricorn season begins on December 22nd, so we just started it, and it runs through January 19th. This is also the time when Venus is in retrograde during our season. So, now as you guys always know, that every month during a certain season of the zodiac, I do a reading for that particular zodiac sign. So, for ours, I went ahead and laid out the cards for the reading, and I give you the card that is associated with that particular sign. So for Capricorns, the card that is associated with us, whether you're born into the sign of Capricorn or you have Capricorn in your birth chart, this can resonate with you. Or if not, if there's some things that you want to improve during this season, then this reading is perfect for you. It's not just for people born under Capricorn or any other particular sign. It's for everyone. Everyone in general. Everyone is included. So the card that is associated with the sign of Capricorn is none other than the Devil. Now, I know that whenever this card comes out in a reading, it usually has negative connotation behind it. But the reason why this is associated with Capricorn is because us Capricorns are very ambitious people. We are known as the social climbers, the hard workers. We will stop at nothing to get what we want. We're very goal oriented. We like everything structured, organized. We're all about financial stability, discipline, all that. Everything that a Capricorn embodies has to do with work and self-discipline and financial stability and even, stubbornness. We've always been told that we look very serious, we look mad all the time, but that's not the case. I mean, we do come off that way in the beginning, but when you get to know us, it's like, oh, okay, we're very helpful. We like to help people, even though sometimes we never receive it. Not because we don't want it, but it's just that, people out there, these days don't know how to appreciate good help. So, but, regardless, it's just for us, it's like, okay, whatever, move on. What can you do? When you know the person doesn't do anything for you, but you just do it just out of the kindness of your heart. So even though, we're surrounded by all this darkness, there's still just a little bit of, a glimmer of light in there. So we are represented by the sea goat, which is half goat, half fish. And the reason for that is because the goat half of us is the social climber, the one who is always trying to get, to the top. And the fish half, which I found, when I do my research further into my sign, now the fish half means that symbolizes our emotions. So we tend to keep our emotions in check. We don't let it get the best of us. I myself, you've heard me say in previous videos that I am a Capricorn. I was born January 13th. My husband is also a Capricorn. His birthday is January 7th. Both my parents are Capricorns. They're December. My dad's birthday is actually today, December 29th. My mother just had her birthday on the 23rd. And I do have friends and other family members that are Capricorn as well. So they do have that Capricorn personality, to a T. So there is some good in us. We're not all bad people. We're not all, serious or anything like that. It's just a matter of how you approach us and how we approach a certain situation. If we know that there's a friend, when it comes to friendships and relationships, it's like we tend to associate with people that we feel will value our friendship. Because why am I going to put effort into something that has no value? You know, if I know that you're just going to use me, or, you know, any other Capricorn for that matter, like, we don't associate with you. We don't like immature people. I mean, it's fun to joke around every so often, but I'm like, okay, there's a point where that kind of has to stop, and we, you know, all joking aside, we need to get serious about this. So that's why a lot of people are kind of like intimidated by us. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, what can we do? That's just how we are. It's our nature. You know, what I say usually is to people, I try to be humorous about it. I'm like, you know what, learn to live with it or medicate me. But this is just how I am, and this is how I'll always be. My mother's like that too. My father is like that. My husband has that quality as well. I mean, so it's in every Capricorn. But it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's all about us being ambitious, and about getting ahead in life and wanting to plan for the future. Like laying down that foundation and finding a partner who's going to help us along the way, not who's going to drag us down. So with that being said, let's move forward with the reading and find out what our season is going to be like. So the first card that I pulled is the new moon in Aries, and the message here is it's time to take action. For us Capricorns, you know, we don't stand on ceremony. We always take action. You know, whatever it is that we want, whatever we set our minds to, we can do it. We don't let anything or anyone stand in our way. You know, and if God help you if you do, because if you do, you're going to get stepped on. And, you know, we're going to eventually get what we want, no matter what we have to do to get it. So that's pretty much the message for this card, is just saying, like, it's time to take action. So whatever you've been sitting on, whatever's been in the back of your mind, just go with your gut feeling and make it happen. The next card is the win-win situation. A win-win outcome is forecast. The full moon in Libra. So this is going to be a positive outcome for us Capricorns. Whatever the situation is going on right now, whether you're looking for a new job or a new project or a new prospect that you have going on, it's going to be beneficial for both parties involved. The next card, bring love into the situation. We have new moon in Aquarius. Now, this card, it generally means, now as I mentioned before, we do tend to keep our emotions in check. So what this card is saying is do the right thing, but don't get too attached to the situation. You know, you're doing the right thing for the right reason, but as Capricorns, like, we know how we can get, and in that instance, like, we can become attached to something, and it's when we become emotionally attached, it's kind of hard to detach ourselves from something or from a situation. So the message here is do the right thing, but be careful not to get too attached to the situation. The next card is take time to breathe out, the disseminating moon. So I felt that when I pulled this card, that this was kind of like relatable, because we tend to do everything in a hurry, fast paced, and we don't take the time to breathe, you know, just to stop and kind of enjoy the fruits of our labor, because we're always like, you know, on the go, like boom, boom, boom. You know, everything that we do is for a reason, for a purpose, because we want to build that foundation. We want to start something from the ground up. And it's like you're working toward that goal, taking the steps to work toward that goal, that we don't take the time to kind of just relax, breathe, and just, let the chips fall where they may. But that's the message of this card, that for us to pull back every so often, just pull back and relax. Don't stress about it too much. Next card is adjustments are required, the third quarter moon. So in this instance, you might need to tweak some things here and there. Make sure that, you tie up all loose ends before taking on something new and adding more to that huge workload that you have. Which kind of goes together with this if you think about it. So once you've done that, you can just take some time for yourself to kind of unwind and just, pat yourself on the back. Job well done. Next card is work through your fears, the new moon in Scorpio. And I know, like I said, we tend to hide our emotions. We keep them in check. Now on the outside, we may look calm. On the inside, something totally different. We are just like stressing, and we want to let all our emotions out, but it's like, nope, we got to keep it in check and just get this work done and, work through all our emotion and kind of just, worry about the outcome later. Because we know for ourselves that we're doing a good job, but in the end, it's like during the process, it's like, okay, what if this, there's a lot of what ifs. We ask ourselves, what if this doesn't work out? What if I should have done it like this? But you can't worry about that too much. Suppress all that, work through it, and everything will be fine. I know that in instances where I feel stressed out, I don't talk to anybody. I just tell them I'm not upset. I'm just very frustrated because I want to do a good job. So if I ever come off as, rude or whatever, it's not you. It's, it's me. I have to work through this. And then I can go back to my usual, fun-loving self. Next card, you and your loved ones are safe, the new moon in Cancer. So there's a reason why you're doing all that work. You're trying to build a foundation to keep you and your loved ones stable. You want to take care of people. You want to help them succeed. You're building a legacy for yourself and for, your family. So they can never be without. Cancer is a sign of family and being together and loving one another, protection, stability. And that's everything that a Capricorn embodies. We work hard to take care of ourselves and our families. So that's what this card is telling you, that you and your loved ones are safe. So you will be well taken care of. If you are a Cancer dating a Capricorn, good for you, because you know that you're going to be well taken care of. Even though some of us might get overwhelmed with our work, at the end of the day, if you're there to offer support for a Capricorn, emotional support, you're good to go. The next card, a new start is coming, the new moon. So for us Capricorns, new start of something, with the new year just around the corner. Maybe a new job. You're relocating somewhere else. Maybe you're getting a new house, new car, whatever the case may be. You're working hard toward that goal and you finally achieved it. So by the end of this year or during, our season, somewhere along the way, something new is going to happen. And you don't have to be afraid. You just sit back, enjoy the fruit of your labor, and relish in the idea that, you worked hard up to this point for this reason, whatever the case may be. So during our season, guys, good luck. Good luck. Let me know in the comments below how this affected you. Like if you started a new job, or if you got a new car, or or you got accepted somewhere to school, or for a specific field of study. I mean, I would like to know from you guys, like what new things are happening in your lives during this season. Okay, and the last card is communication is key. We have the new moon in Gemini. This for ourselves is a very difficult thing. We have trouble expressing our emotions because we keep everything bottled up inside. But it's okay to be vulnerable and let somebody know, how we're feeling. But when we're frustrated, when we've had enough, it's just like, okay, it all comes out. Everything comes out for us. It's like what's going on currently in the situation, plus something that happened like 5 years ago will come out too. And yes, we do hold grudges. We have a tendency to hold grudges. So, and then think back to something that happened like a decade ago, that it's just barely like, every so often will pop into our minds and like, well, I should have said this or I should have done that. We have to learn, and this is a lesson that I tell myself too, like, to learn to let our guard down and kind of just open up a little bit about our feelings. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us keep bottled up inside, and it's not healthy for us. Because the stress just piles on, and it's not good for our health. So we need to be open and honest about our feelings. And then after that, the rest just falls into place. So there you have it, my loves. The reading for Capricorn season. For all my Capricorns out there, all my viewers, if you are Capricorn, or if you have Capricorn in your birth chart, or if you know somebody who's a Capricorn, or even if you're not a Capricorn, it's fine. If this reading resonates with you in some way, I would love to hear about your experiences during this time. Now, since Venus is in retrograde during Capricorn season, our relationships are going to be the most affected by this. So just be very careful when approaching a new relationship, or any type of relationship, either working relationship or romantic, or whatever the case may be. Kind of just, don't be too hard on them. Don't be too hard on yourself. Open up a little bit, let them know how you feel early on. Let them know what the deal is, and then you can learn to build from there. But also take time for yourself. It's all about self-care, learning to just take the time to stop and smell the roses and enjoy life. Even though we are the hard workers of the zodiac, and by definition, according to most people, the most boring sign of the zodiac, I myself beg to differ, because I do focus on my work, but there's also a time when I feel like, okay, I need to just get away from it and go off and play, so I'll just go do something for myself, or, myself and my husband will go out and do something fun for us. We'll get together with some friends and just go out, hang out. But it is what it is. You handle it the best way you can. I hope that this reading resonated with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I am looking forward to your comments. If you're a Capricorn, if you have a relative who's a Capricorn, or whatever. Even if you just want to comment just to say hi, or let me know how you're doing, how things are going for you during this season, and what you are hoping to accomplish within the new year. Now, I will be back later on with a second part to this video, and then we'll let you know the saint that is associated with the sign of Capricorn. So as always, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the reading and how it resonated with you, and any other details or just conversation, comments that you want to tell me. Anything you want to tell me, go ahead and feel free to message me or comment down below and let me know what's going on. So I will see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye.